Let's say that you only had one life vest, and both Josh Koscheck and Nick Diaz were drowning. Who would you throw that life vest to?
A life vest.
You could only save one of them.
Well, I will throw the life vest to one of them, and I will jump in the waters, rescue the other one.
Oh, look, what a politically correct
I
answer.
don't want Nick Diaz drowning. I want him to.
You want to fight
I don't
him?
want Nick Diaz to retire. I don't want him to drown. I want him to stick around. I've been saying in other interviews, I want him to stick around. I want to fight him. MMA need a guy like Nick Diaz. As much different he is for his personality, I think he's a good guy for the sport in a way that he helped promoting fight, you know, and I would like to fight him.
There's been people that have accused you in the past of not fighting the most exciting fights.
True.
Do you feel the Nick Diaz fight would be a truly exciting fight because of that style that he brings?
I think that style we bring will make it a very exciting fight, and for me as a martial artist, I always watch the critic. You know, it bothers me, of course. There is nobody more than me that want to finish fight. And before my injury, everything that happened for a reason. I got hurt. I was doing stuff because I had to. I didn't have as much fun as I had before because of the routine, and I was overtrained, burned out mentally. A lot of stuff happened in my personal life people are not aware of. I've been dragging all this for a few years, you know, and now everything is good, and it's like a reborn for me. I can't wait to be back, and I think I will be better than ever. And when I be back, it's to be back the best ever. I want to be the best martial artist of all time, and I have one goal, and I'm gonna go for it.
What do you mean? What happened in your personal life? Is there anything that you can share?
I have a public life, but a lot of people in my entourage are doesn't have a public life, and for me talking about that would expose them to the public, and they have their own life, and it would not be right for me to do so. But what I can say is sometimes when you can be overtrained, not only physically, mentally, when things doesn't go well in your head, and you get burned out, it affects your physique and you can get hurt. And I learned that with my injury.
See, I find this fascinating because you seem like you handle this whole being a UFC champion with such grace, like it's easy for you. But people don't really understand what all of the things that you have to deal with. Is it tough to be the UFC champion?
It's tough, but I don't complain because I'm very happy where I am. There's a lot worse thing in life.
Sure.
I will never complain about that. I don't have the right to complain. I'm happy to be here. You know, could be born in bad condition and end up in a way different way. But no, I'm very blessed to be where I am. I'm very happy, and it's very hard sometimes. But you know, it's consider my life and how everything is. I can't complain about it. It would be, you know, I'm not a you know, I don't want to. I'm not like a spoiled guy. You know, like I'm very happy to be here, and I know I'm lucky. I know I am, and I appreciate every second, every moment of it.
Well, we've talked about the Nick Diaz fight, and it seems like there's still a piece of you that wants that fight, but we know that Carlos Condit, at least as we sit today, seems to be next in line. Do you feel that the style of fighting that Carlos Condit is going to bring against you has the same exciting potential that you talked about with the Nick Diaz fight?
No, I think Carlos, he has a great style too. I think it would be a very interesting fight. He's no doubt the most dangerous fighter that I've fought. He's very well-rounded everywhere. He's got the knockout power, a great submission artist. He's good everywhere, and he's a very smart guy. That makes him even worse for me. You know, even more dangerous. he's a very smart guy, and so I think it will be a very good fight for the fan as well.
And like we talked about with some people criticizing your style in the past, is there things that you're doing in your training camp where you're actually sitting down with your coaches saying, you know what, let's take this up a notch, let's do this, let's try some new things in fights?
Yeah, I like I said, I'm going to come back and training in a different way. I will change my whole system, and I will train. Before I used to train my weaknesses to be strong, but now I'm focusing on training my strength to be even stronger. So by doing so, it will make my offense much better. Because I'm a very well-rounded guy, and I've been focusing on that during the all the year that I've been training mixed martial art. Now I'm gonna focus on make my strength stronger.
I saw you walk into the room today. It looks like the legs are moving well. How long do you think it's going to be until you're ready to compete again?
My leg is moving well. I feel great, but that's the danger, because you feel good and you can be overconfident, but the ligament inside is not fused. So I had a great team, a great doctor that did the rehab, and well, I'm surrounded myself by the best people of the business. But now it's up to me to be patient and let it heal 100%, because I don't want to have to come back and redo this thing again.
Final question. Is this a frustrating time for you? Because there has been so much drama with the Carlos Condit and Nick Diaz thing, and you're the champ, but you can't compete, and not because you don't want to, but because you physically cannot.
No, I would not say frustrating. The injury frustrating me, but the more it goes, the more I realize that it happened for a good reason, because I've learned so much stuff over the last few months, and it made me so much better as a martial artist, and I will, like I said, I will change my whole system.
What do you mean? What have you learned?
Of how I train, all the wrong stuff I've been doing. I was overtrained. I was doing way too much, and overtraining, like I said, it's not only physical; it's also mental. And I'll change my old schedule, my old system, and the way I do things. So I'm very excited to go back. It's like I feel like I'm reborn, and very exciting to go back training with this new thing. I just can't wait to be back. And the whole key in this business that I found out, it's to have fun. When you have fun, you do well. I didn't add as much fun as I had in the beginning. And the last few fights I had, I was training for a fight because I had to, but I was not enjoying the process. I didn't have as much fun. I was burned out. And I realized that if you want to be good at something, you need to enjoy it. You need to have fun. And I'm going to keep having fun. No matter what, I'm going to have fun. And by having fun and enjoying what I do, I'm going to get better, and I'll be a better martial artist.